he's probably talking about when I played Falco. And Jaxx, I don't know if you're watching this. I don't know if you're really gonna learn a lot out of this. Because I'll be honest with you, most of it was me screwing up, but I get away with a lot of things I shouldn't. So I'll go with this. It's pretty quick, 7 minutes. So from what I remember from this set, I think I won. I think it was either game 3 or game 2 when I was up 4 stocks to 1, and then he almost reverse 4-stocked me. Crispy versus Lime, a set where Crispy plays a Spacey. I'll do that too, but actually I kind of would like to do this one because I feel like Jaxx might get something out of this. And I think I played really badly here, so I'll probably rip myself apart. This is when I was playing Falco for like 3 weeks or so, and I just could not get into the groove. But we'll see. I'd like to see how I look from the outside. Alright, so we start at Yoshi's. And Jaxx was moving really well. I don't think he has a lot of technical errors here. Definitely taking control of this. Man, I gotta go back. This is happening way too fast. What the hell am I supposed to do here? Okay, I'm gonna start from the beginning. So Jaxx, he was kind of staying out of my range, and then coming in when it looked like he had some good openings. I don't know what I do here. I dropped down there, and I think right there I wasn't even trying to do anything. I was trying to, I'm trying to warm up my movement because I cannot move here. But he's ready to go. So he comes, stuffs my movement, grabs me, and does his stuff. I don't fast fall there. Man, this spacey crap is... That sucks, Jaxx. Yeah, that was definitely your stock, and I stole that from you. But that's one thing I'll say. So that's one thing that I do, especially playing against technical foxes like you or I'm at, is when I'm coming, especially as Falco, when I'm coming back to ledge... Man, this frame is awful. Man, this stream's going to look so much better when I get my new capture card stuff going. But anyway, I always, because I know where I'm at, and I always pay attention to where you are, and I notice that you're running towards me over there, and so I'm like, hell yeah, because I think I even landed on the platform, because I was in a pretty good spot. Alright, so I get shined, I start that, but then I miss the fast fall, and maybe even the L cancel. He gets the thunderous combo. Yeah, so I'm in a good spot, so I know that I can come back with the down air and still land on platform, and then from there, you know me, I'm gonna be super comfortable in my shield, so I can shield drop, or I'll wave land off and start doing whatever. So that sucks. I think you were a little overzealous trying to, I would imagine you're probably trying to go out there for a shine, but I'm sure you agree looking at this that I wasn't at that high of a percent, and I think I DI'd pretty well. So I think you were expecting me to be way farther out. I don't even think you could have gotten a shine with that close in your dash without jump canceling it. So that was just, I think you didn't think about that. You were just, after you threw me, you must have decided, I want to do this, and you went for it. And you got screwed. You got stung. So I will definitely take that from you. We'll notice a lot. Here, I'll turn this down a little bit. You'll notice a lot. I will miss a lot of up tilts that are meant to be... or they're meant to be up tilts, but I accidentally do a forward tilt, so I'm missing a lot of... Yeah, there's one. And he kind of has a strange... Okay, so now he's definitely messing up a little bit here, but I think he shakes it off. So yeah, in case this isn't clear to anybody watching this, I am Wasp, this is me as Falco, and this is Jaxx as Fox, so if I say him, I'm talking about Jaxx. So he starts to miss. Sometimes that happens as a Fox, so sometimes you kind of have to just like shake your hands out and get it. So he misses an L cancel there, misses an input, and then another L cancel, and it was... But then he's back. I didn't pressure him for it or anything like that. At this point, I'm way more concerned about my own movement, so I'm actually not paying a whole lot of attention to him unless I have nothing to do. Misses side B there. Really bad at those with Falco. Good shine spike. That was Bermuda. That was the Amelia Earhart DI. That's the DI that you do and then no one ever sees you again. I think I was crouch canceling maybe to try to get the tech, but in any case, I don't. But Randall, the boy. The one thing I do want to say though, Jaxx, is that you shine me over here, and then you retreat to... It's hard to tell whether you retreat back to center stage because you see me hitting Randall, or if you were already planning on doing that anyway. But I think had Randall not been there, I still would have had a recovery opportunity, both to get ledge and both to get back to stage without even needing the ledge. So you definitely would have needed to be there for a ledge guard. But whether or not you would have been able to cover the side B, that's obviously the fastest thing I could have done. So here I am, I'm back setting up neutral, and you're spacing out pretty well over there, waiting for me to come in. I think that's wienery. I think if I were wanted to be a wiener, I would have out-wienered you here. You're over here, and I come in here because I'm like, yo, let's go. So I come in down here with a nair. But if I wanted to, I could have dropped down, lasered. I would have no problem with you staying far away. So I don't recommend that, but obviously it works, and it worked. And yeah, what is this? He was probably scared from getting dared that first stock. Yeah, that's true. That might have been a respect thing. Might have been like, okay, I'm not gonna screw with you out there. And actually, in fact, you actually might be right, MJK. He's in the chat here. But I think after that shine, I was in a similar position, so he might have gotten some flashbacks there. So pretty good. I like that movement going. He went up to the top platform and tried coming down, I think, with a back air. And I just happened to be in the air, or back airing. I don't think I had any idea he was coming from up there, and I just happened to catch him, and that even got me the stock. And so here I am messing up some movement, and I get caught because of it, and he gets a nice combo. Does he finish it? Nope. See, that's another situation where I don't really like that side B. And in fact, I think he might have full hopped out there to get the shine right here. No, after the next back air, when they might have meant a short hop. But in any case, I don't like that. I was what, 90%. You knew I was side Bing, or I had to do a very slow up B. You could have ledge guarded that very easily. In any case, it didn't matter. But just food for thought. I missed a tech down there. I don't think I was ready to tech that. So I catch him here. I think this is the first time Jaxx decides to come up. Oh my god. He comes up to me, which obviously as Fox is a really good thing, a really good option, but not as much when I am, able to move. Usually it's after when I'm, in knockdown or whatever. But he catches me with it, so that works. But then I kind of reverse it on him. So, a lot of Foxes might have preferred to stay down below and protect center stage. So there, I'm trying to just shoo him off stage. I spam, what, like 3 back airs here. Almost pretty good on my part. I want to see this one more time. It's hard to soak everything in. I don't know if I'm just dumb. So what does he do? He tries dash dancing to outspace, then he jumps. I do like the idea to jump immediately. I personally would have shield dropped and try to catch him off. Ooh, missed a waveland there that almost cost him. But I do like the idea of jumping up. I don't know if you double jumped. Sorry, I keep coming back to this. I apologize, guys. But let's see if you double jump. Because the double jump, that's not safe. I would not do that. I would have just full hopped in place or something, because once you burn that double jump, a really good Falco is going to be able to catch you coming down, and then you'll be without a jump, and you don't want to be in that situation. So as usual, Jaxx's platform tech chasing is really good. Even when I'm getting techs, he's reacting well enough. I think he's not DIing my shines very well, but those are, from both Fox and Falco, really hard to do, especially if you're in the middle of planning on doing something and then all of a sudden there's a shine, you're not going to be able to react in time. And then what happens here? So he decides, okay, let's analyze this a little bit. So I kind of like where he picks. So this is something I do as well, as Fox. So he's originally down over here somewhere, and he decides to jump and then Firefox. And unless you're playing a character that you're really confident is going to go out there and hit you while you're in your Firefox, you almost always want to jump to get yourself in a more favorable position. There is a lot of theory about that you should never use your jump, because if you ended up being down here and you side or you up B without inputting your jump, and I were to go out there, if I was a Fox maybe, and I were to go out there and shine him, he would still have his jump, so he could jump back. So there's always the idea of wanting to keep your jump, but when you're not really scared of that happening, you almost always want to use your jump, unless you're already in a position you really like to be. But this is pretty good. So right here, he gets up almost perfectly at platform height, so he can choose, and it might be the case that he was choosing to go right here because he wanted to maybe get a ledge cancel or well, that would mainly be with side B, but it also happens with up B. But basically from right here, he puts himself to platform height. He can almost go wherever he wants. He can go, I'm pretty sure he can get a perfect angle down there to the ledge. He can go, you know, slightly higher, or he could go way high up. You know, you have all the options in the world. So this is really good. And then I don't know. I would probably in his position have gone up, especially with the Falco down here on the ledge. For this matchup specifically, him versus me, probably if I were him, I would know by now that I down here love doing shine, turn around, back air. So I come down here, shine, turn around, jump up and back air. And the back air, it goes up, and the hitbox as it's moving covers about that. It starts right here, and I'm moving upwards, and it just covers a lot of options. And I think the Shy Guys here help me extend that even more. So basically, you kind of have to decide, and a lot of players, a lot of Foxes will go down. They'll go down here being like, oh, he's going to move. I don't personally like that because, you know, you're kind of gambling. And then going here, I don't think this is a good decision because that's the easiest place for me to cover. Because even if I had not done that, if I'd gotten up, I would have been able to do something about it. Or I could have, you know, ledge hopped up, not ledge hopped, but, you know, let go, hop up and back air or something like that, and that would have covered that. Jaxx gonna make a PR next semester, I'm calling it. Yeah, I think he definitely has a good shot. Let's see who we have gone. We have Kerrigan and Tom both gone. I think both he and Yeezus are the two that I'm expecting to either pass me or take my spot. But in any case, we'll see. So you know, it's kind of, we can talk about that all we want, but it doesn't really matter too much because it's sort of, again, it's in the heat of the moment. But just for general things, I personally would have gone just off of horizontal upwards, and it might be the case that you were even going for that, but am I still on? There we go. But yeah, you get stuff like that, but I don't think you care too much. You're in a pretty good spot. So, man, we are just not doing anything over here. So I catch you with that dare, and that sucks. So you are in a, Jaxx, you are in a pretty good spot. You're in center stage, and you're choosing to up tilt. It looks like you would have done a third up tilt, but you accidentally jabbed or something. You could have done a shine there, or even back off. I definitely, obviously, didn't work out well for you. But from me, that was a terrible decision to do that back air, fading back into you. Right. So first I come down. That double jump was on accident. I double jumped so many times on accident because I missed wave dashes because Falco's so goddamn slow. But I come back here with a back air. You do up tilt 1, up tilt 2, and then this other up tilt. Yeah, that would have got me. But so I come back there with a down air, and then when you, obviously, most of you guys will know this, but if you get that dare at 0%, that is free. That's like a peach down smash. You know, platforms and whatever aside, I can get 100% guaranteed down air shine, something. And that's going to do, you know, upwards of 50%. And so that sucks that you really don't want to be in that situation. Typically, you know, when you're at 0 against Falco, you're going to want to try to abuse your crouch cancel, but also want to be safe about it. And I think you do that well. That was really nice. But yeah, you got screwed here. So if I were you, I would try to cherish your 0% just a little bit more, be a little bit reluctant, because that was what you did, or me getting that down there was exactly what I was looking for, and you probably knew that. So you get a pretty sick ledge guard on me. Edge guard, ledge guard, whatever your taste is. Okay, so Randall has let us know that he's impartial. He'll help us both, so we're even on that front. Ooh, and that back air does it. So yeah, I think you kind of just got Falco'd in this game. Because even if I'm playing Falco really bad and I can't move, there are some Falco things that are just way too easy and you don't miss them. You know, the shine stuff, shine back air, shine down airs, ledge guarding, they're all just, you know, even if I'm moving terribly, I'm gonna get those. Kerrigan says good F tilt by Jared. Absolutely, the downward angled one. I don't even know if it needed to be because he was on the ledge, on the slanted ledge. So at this point, Jaxx, I do want to say, everybody and their mother knows that you love going to Final Destination. And I don't particularly know if that's a good idea. I know you said to me, I don't know if you were joking or not, but you did say to me you don't like taking me places with platforms because I'm so good with, you know, shield dropping and platform movement, assuming I'm doing it well. But at the same time, oh god, this is where it happens. This is where I steal all your lunch money. But I know that you like going to Final D, and I'm not afraid of you there because, one, as Falco, definitely you can chain grab and stuff like that, but I don't think you DI or smash DI down airs or shines very well, so I think the combos, even if I'm not playing well, are pretty easy. You know, I think in this match we'll see a lot that I get, you know, I get you from 0 to like 50 for free several times, and then from there, you know, one shine turns into a back air or whatever, and then I have a ledge guarding situation, and this kind of rinse and repeat. And then when it comes to Fox, you're obviously really good at the chain grab and stuff like that, and that's definitely scary, even for me, even for foxes like Greg, or any of them. But at the same time, it's one of the most what is the most high variance stages where anything can happen. You know, like I can be down 1 stock, 2 stocks, and I can get my chain grab on my own. I'm not super confident in it, but it's kind of just a place where comebacks can happen, I guess, as obviously you're about to do to me in this match, I remember. So I would suggest, because obviously you're really good at the you know, chain grab, but I would suggest getting good at other things and making it so you don't rely on this. Oh, I call that out there. I don't even know if I did that on purpose. So it looks like I'm moving around a little better, and I think I'm kind of, because I know you're gonna, I know that you're gonna stay away from me, so I'm prepared already to do a lot of lasers. And I remember kind of autopiloting this game, and so I think you'll see me be like really bad Falco mode and like doing the exact same thing. So I wouldn't say this is like, you know, anything to take away from it, but I think that, you know, you gotta, especially in the spacey matchups, you should always try to be trying to pattern match a little bit, because you'll probably notice I will be doing that laser down air, and I even notice it myself when I'm playing, but I'm too pissed off or stubborn, or I'm just not feeling it or whatever, so I keep doing it. So I think there are definitely a lot of things I'm doing in this game particularly that you could have abused a little bit. Oh, and you mess up that side B there. Not much you can really say about that. So it looks like I'm starting to move a little bit better. Unsafe dash attack to start, and then that dash attack. So I know from this you're probably thinking like, yo, Falco's at 76%, I'm ready to go. So you dash dance a little bit, but I'm like, I don't care. Like I'm not interested in worrying about that. I'm not going to approach you. So I back off, and I somehow get in the air, even though I'm sure I didn't want to. This is, let's see, what do I do? I wave dash back, and then I full hop. That was definitely another wave dash back, which might have made your thing work. So then I bait out this, you know, the double jump thing. I think, yeah, you try grabbing me there. If there's a Falco you respect, even remotely, like even Jaxx's Falco is super good at the shield pressure. It's like a really easy thing to do, whether or not people choose to do it or not. In fact, I'm one of the worst at it. But one thing you'll notice if you go and watch players like Lime or you know, IMJK's matches or Crispy or whatever, and they're playing against other top players, and they get in a position like you were just in. Instead of going, so basically what I'm saying is the worst thing you could have done here is try to go for the grab. You could have done something out of shield, or you could have buffered a roll, or absolutely nothing. And the fact that I was facing you, it probably wouldn't have been a good idea to do nothing, because oftentimes it's, you just want to sit there and shield and just take it, and that's one of the best things you can do. But if I'm facing you, that's probably not the best thing to do, because if I'm actually like in the, you know, in the zone and I'm aware of what's going on, that'll be the easiest shine grab, as you know, as a spacey. So basically, like I was talking about earlier, you give me exactly what I want here, and you're at 52, and I didn't have to do anything. That was, I had to do nothing. That was a good idea, a DI on that one, but if I'm already facing that direction, then that's going to be super easy to get. I get the nair, and that's about the minimum of what I'm going to get, as long as I don't screw up. You know, I could have continued that with an up tilt. I think I missed an L cancel, or maybe I just didn't want to continue it. But you're at 60 already, and so now you're ledge guardable, and now this stock is already looking bad. And I'm at 124, so you must have gotten gimped or something. I don't know how this turned into an almost 4-stock. Okay, I do want to look at how you come up from the ledge here. I'm being a wiener, shining down there, living life. So again, I choose to come up like that, like I've kind of been talking about in the last couple of videos. So I choose to go up, and Jaxx had just gotten off platform, or just gotten off ledge, and he's kind of going back and forth, and I'm thinking he's probably going to go down there again. I don't want to do that. So I go up, and then you up tilt, which ends up being a really bad decision. And I think if I'm being honest, I do this a lot of times too, where I don't even, I'm kind of unaware of the percentages. So I think here is a good lesson where you kind of, just every once in a while, if you have a minute, kind of like when you're driving a car, you always want to just every once in a while look down at your speed, look down at the percents, and just be aware of it. Make sure you know for sure. Because a back air here, that would have been stock. That'd be it. But instead, you up tilt, not going to be enough, and then I come down there at the last moment, a couple lasers and do a grab, and that could have been your stock right there had I been able to get a good ledge guard. And I think you meant to send me right with that back air, which would have been a great idea, but I still live it. Oh, see, that sucks. Let's see what you do. Yeah, I think so. You're a little unsafe here. Well, you try for the dash attack. Honestly, I doubt you meant to do that dash attack, but with the Falco at 140, it's not a bad idea. I would go way high up, but whether that's on purpose or not, I might have just put up shield because that's a crappy place to be in. And then at this point, you're still thinking you got this. So you don't change anything. And so I see you start to dash dance there, and again I'm thinking, go for it, dude. I'll wait. So I go back to ledge. I'm not super confident, or I'm not super afraid of your ability to screw me down there on the ledge. And then how does this happen? Ooh, that sucks. That actually really sucks. It looks like you weren't doing anything too bad there. It looks like you were about to do something out of shield, and you just jumped out of shield right as I was about to hit you. Which I do all the time, and then you buffer that, what was it, a nair, and then I get a shine, and again, I got you right where I want you. This is the easiest thing in the world. You play Falco, you know, you're at, what, 51? Anything else? So you did a pretty good job. I honestly haven't formed much of an opinion on spot dodges. I think so, as you can see right here, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to dash dance to bait out, I don't even know what I was baiting. It almost looked like I was trying to bait the spot dodge. And I don't think I like that spot dodge. It definitely worked for you, but I really don't think that it was probably the best idea, because that spot dodge could have been, you know, again, I haven't put too much thought into it, but I think the spot dodge leaves you open to interpretation and allows your opponent to get something started. And had I guessed that, you were already at, what, 50? I could have thrown you off and potentially edge guarded you. So again, you tried grabbing me out of shield. You probably should have just waited there. And I'm kind of just doing the basic stuff. And I think I laser. Yeah, my laser must have stuffed your jump. So I sniped you, my friend. So then this is where you actually start to change things, and this is also where I start to change things. And I'm like, he's not gonna make us back. I'm just gonna throw myself at him. So let's see. So far, it looks like it's about the same. You're not approaching me. That's one thing I will say, and it definitely is where you start to shine. But at the same time, I don't know if I can, or I don't know if I can done it or not. You know, because had I chosen to, and if you were not approaching me, I could have just lasered you and done back airs or whatever if I really wanted to. That was pretty funny. But you know me, obviously I'm going in there. I'm ready to shed some blood. Almost finished it there. Man, this is close. Do I get gimped? Okay, so miss a ledge guard, just a little bit too slow. Nothing really to say about that. Just an input. Obviously I'm going down. I always go down. I'm straight up. And then that's that. So that was a little bit careless on me, but you were good to throw out a hitbox there. Yeah, that was just silly. That shouldn't have happened, but regardless. So then the double jumps, I don't know if I like them. I think as fast as Fox is, you have way better ways to stay safe from me rather than that double jump. I think the double jump was super sketchy, especially, I don't know how good you are at shine at it, or wave dash at a shield, but I would imagine you're probably pretty good at it. So I would have, if I were you, I would have done some really quick dash dancing. If you need be, hold shield, wait for something, and then wave dash out of it. Also, another thing here is as you're shielding these lasers, you decide to go up and in. In fact, this time you kind of stay in the same place. But I know players like Crispy or Limes Falco, they're going to eat that up. And so if you're watching this, I would recommend... who's this? Sarch? Melee is broken. Well, duh, dude. Why do you think it's such a good game? So, if I were you, I would grind out the muscle memory of... After you take the hit on shield from the laser. Right here. I would wave dash back at a shield. Or even wave dash in place at a shield. And then reacts to whatever Falco is coming at you with. Because if you, obviously, I kind of want to just take another quick look to see what I do here. I just keep throwing lasers and then I come towards you. And I think I screwed up with that full hop. I think I meant to short hop like I always do. But basically, when I'm here, that's a bad freeze frame. So here's the last frame, or my last laser, I think. And I'm right here. I fire my laser. In my brain, I'm an idiot right now, and I'm kind of just autopiloting, so I'm just going to be laser, laser, laser down air. And so I think you're right here. And I am going to just laser, laser, you know, laser 1, laser 2, laser 3, and then I'm going to come in with a dare that comes right around here. And so this is where I'm trying to hit you. And so if you are in your shield right here, and after each laser, you either wave dash back or you know, do whatever, it totally throws off my idea of where you're going to be and where I want to put out my hitbox. And it's not necessarily going to get you out of my combo or anything, but it's going to force me to do something. It's going to make it way harder on me. Whereas if you go up, I know exactly where you are. As soon as you get into the air, and especially if you double jump, I don't know if this is a double jump animation or not, but as soon as you do that, I know exactly what you can do and what you can't do. I know that this is the maximum range you could possibly ever get coming down from this. And, you know, whether or not I'm going to, you know, try to bait out an aerial or whatever, it just kind of puts you in a spot where you don't necessarily want to be. Especially on the stage, you want to stay on the ground and stay in control. So if you can learn how to not let those lasers affect you, it will make a huge difference. So let's continue. So I got a fresh stock here, so you got a... Is this going to be your first chain grab? I don't think you've really gotten a big one. And the Falco chain grab is much different than the Fox one. It's the same idea, but it's actually a lot different feel. So it might be the case, because I don't think I've ever seen you get this little chain grabbing on a Fox. So it might be the case that you were a little rusty with the Falco one. In which case, all I can say is, you know, go practice that, if that's going to be one of the core mechanics of your gameplay. Okay. So you get a good amount of percentage off chain grab and follow-ups, and then the up air almost kills, and then you come in with a nair, which wouldn't really work against a lot of Falcos because they're going to shield that, but it gets me, and then you almost die from the up air too, and then I have 0 DI on this. Oh, no, that was good. Wow, that was nuts. Yeah, that didn't cut me out of my double jump, but it was just really bad DI, I guess. So then now we're here, and I'm laughing. I'm like, oh my god, what have I done? And I still don't really change anything. You are more than happy. Okay, there's the first one where I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have gone for that. But all in all, I do think you did a pretty good job. Oh, Jesus, I'm so sorry. You are not happy about that one, are you? So at this point, I realize, yo, you get me with one grab, we're gonna be in the same spot. So at this point, I just go for it. And I'm like, I'm ready to lose this if need be. I'm just done with this. So I go for the down air. That's funny. But trying to think of what you should have done differently here. And it's hard to say, because I think at this point, I wanted this game to be really over really badly, especially because we had another game to play. Had I lost this, and I would have been fine with that. But I think I really wanted to get that game over with, and so I wasn't. You know, kind of hard. This is just specific context, but I don't think I was going to start camping you. So had you started playing way more safe, you're definitely playing up in my face. I think you got a pretty hype here, and then it all came down because you missed one jump cancel grab. But those Greg noises. Yeah, so hard to say what you should have done there. You definitely could have had that. That was an insane comeback. But I think you just have a little bit of a fundamental problem against Falco. I think there were several times when I got you trying to shield grab me, and then I got you with a shine, and then got free 50% off of it. And I think had those not happened, would have been an entirely different set. Other than that, I think, as usual, you had very few technical errors, and I wouldn't worry too much about those. You know, even if you practice 9 hours a day, depending on the set or the scenario, you might start missing stuff. So, better to prepare for when you're not going to be able to hit those things. Sort of similar to what I was saying with I'm at in Jabel's set. Alright, so I'm going to do one more. And I think